Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. What if the key to exceptional leadership isn't authority or power, but courage? In Dare to Lead, Brené Brown explores a transformative approach to leadership that defies traditional expectations. She argues that real leaders are those who embrace vulnerability, act with authenticity, and empower others. Through decades of research, Brown has redefined leadership, challenging us to let go of fear and step into courageous leadership, both in the workplace and in life. Her insights resonate with anyone looking to unlock their potential and inspire those around them. Brown's message is simple yet profound. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's bravery in action. Let's dive into her wisdom and uncover the powerful lessons in Dare to Lead. The power of vulnerability. At the heart of Brown's work is the idea that vulnerability is not only compatible with leadership but essential to it. Unlike the common belief that leaders must always be in control, Brown argues that the most courageous leaders are those willing to be open, admit their mistakes, and take risks. Vulnerability means being honest about our fears and insecurities, which allows us to build trust and form genuine connections. Leaders who show vulnerability create environments where team members feel safe to take risks, ask questions, and grow. A key takeaway here is that vulnerability is a path to trust and innovation. When we remove the fear of judgment, we give ourselves and others permission to experiment, fail, and ultimately achieve more. Courage over comfort. Daring leadership requires us to choose courage over comfort, time and time again. It's easy to play it safe, but true leaders go beyond their comfort zones. Brown teaches us that courage isn't about being fearless, it's about embracing fear and moving forward anyway. Leaders who choose courage create organizations that are resilient, adaptable, and driven by purpose. Brown emphasizes that courageous leaders don't have all the answers. But they have the courage to ask the right questions, to challenge the status quo, and to lead by example. This commitment to courage over comfort means facing hard conversations and making tough decisions, even when it's uncomfortable. Empathy and connection. Brown's research highlights the critical role of empathy in effective leadership. Empathy means actively listening, understanding others' perspectives, and creating space for everyone to feel seen and heard. In a world where competition and success often take priority, empathy allows leaders to foster genuine connections and build strong teams. This doesn't mean sacrificing standards or goals, it means understanding that people perform their best when they feel valued and respected. One of Brown's most impactful lessons is that empathy isn't a weakness but a superpower in leadership. It bridges gaps, resolves conflicts, and creates a culture where people feel safe to express themselves. Empathy doesn't just build teams, it strengthens relationships that can weather any storm. Embracing feedback and growth. Daring leaders recognize the value of feedback as a tool for growth, not a threat. Brown believes that feedback is an opportunity to learn, evolve, and strengthen our performance. However, many of us struggle with giving or receiving feedback. Brown provides a solution: the concept of rumbling with vulnerability, a process that involves open, honest, and sometimes difficult conversations. These rumbles are conversations where leaders put aside ego and defensiveness to focus on finding solutions and understanding different perspectives. Brown stresses that effective feedback isn't about criticizing or pointing out flaws, it's about guiding people toward their potential. This practice of rumbling is a life lesson in humility and growth, showing that feedback is an ally, not an enemy. Living your values. A powerful aspect of daring leadership is the importance of values. Brown argues that true leaders don't just talk about values, they live by them. Leaders who are clear on their values and align their actions accordingly set a powerful example for their teams. Living by our values means making decisions that reflect who we are and what we stand for, even when it's difficult. One exercise Brown recommends is identifying your top 2 core values and using them as a compass for every decision you make. When leaders act in alignment with their values, they create a culture of integrity and trust. Values-driven leadership inspires loyalty and motivates people to bring their best selves to work. Building resilient organizations. Brown's research shows that daring leaders build organizations that are resilient and agile. They don't just react to change, they embrace it, fostering a culture that adapts and grows in response to challenges. Brown emphasizes that resilience isn't about avoiding failure but learning from it. Leaders who encourage resilience help their teams see setbacks as opportunities for growth, fostering a spirit of perseverance and optimism. In her words, "We are the brave and broken-hearted. We rise again. Resilience isn't a given, it's cultivated by leaders who see challenges as stepping stones, not roadblocks. These leaders empower teams to rise after every fall, stronger and more determined. Key takeaways and life lessons. Vulnerability is strength. By embracing vulnerability, you can form genuine connections and build a culture of trust. It takes courage to be open, but this openness is the foundation of real leadership. Prioritize courage over comfort. Real growth happens outside the comfort zone. Daring leaders choose courage, facing challenges head-on and inspiring their teams to do the same. Practice empathy. Empathy creates understanding and connection. By being empathetic, leaders foster a safe, inclusive environment where everyone can contribute meaningfully. Welcome feedback as fuel for growth. Feedback isn't criticism, it's an opportunity to improve. Embrace feedback to learn, grow, and become better, both as a leader and as an individual. Live your values. Identify and live by your values, using them as a guide for every action. Values-driven leadership fosters loyalty, integrity, and a sense of purpose in your team. Build resilience. Don't fear failure. Instead, see it as a learning experience and cultivate resilience in your organization, empowering your team to bounce back stronger from setbacks. Dare to lead is a manifesto for anyone who wants to lead with heart, courage, and authenticity. Brené Brown doesn't just offer theories, she gives us a roadmap to courageous leadership that's rooted in real-world application. The lessons in this book challenge us to reimagine what it means to be a leader. It's about creating a culture of trust, learning to embrace vulnerability, and rising stronger after every fall. To lead daringly is to lead by example, to create spaces where people feel safe to be themselves, and to inspire others to reach their full potential. So, if you're ready to break free from fear and lead with courage, Dare to Lead invites you to step up and change the world with one brave decision at a time.